Alright, this is going to be my review on the CYMA underfolding stock AK. Now, this is the plastic version, not the metal version. But the metal parts on this are actually quite a few. The entire barrel right here is all metal. The stock that folds under is metal. The magazine on it's metal. The magazine release is metal. Trigger's metal. Trigger guard's metal. Fire selector's metal. And the bolt is metal. Now, the wood on it is fake, but it actually looks quite nice, if you can see that. It looks pretty realistic from a distance, and up close it's not bad. The problem is that the plastic is slightly different color than the metal, so up close it's not as congruent, but that's not a problem. Pretty accurate. I mean, I've gotten shots at 100, 150 feet, and it's very accurate for an AK. Of course, AKs also have longer barrels. So my experience with this is I really like it. 600 round mag, which is fantastic in my opinion. I've had my original mag jammed a couple of times, but that was with Walmart ammo, so it's not really a fair comparison. I use Airsoft GI ammo, and that hasn't caused a problem at all. Since then, this is actually a new CYMA mag, because I lost my old one, stupid me. But this mag works in two other brand AKs, and it works in a Walmart AK, so if you want to get an extra mag, these are about 14 bucks, and with the new 20% discount, they're about 11 bucks, so they're really nice. I like that a lot. On your standard AK side's nothing special there. Front, rear, obviously. Stick mag goes in here, and it can be a little bit of a pain to fit that in there, because you have to kind of push that wire back in and twist it off to the side. But it is what it is. If you want the full stock version, the battery goes in the back of the full stock. Now, one of the problems that I've had is the folding stock. If you can see this, it wobbles a ton, like a lot. It's about an inch of wobble. And it's not bad because when you're firing from this position, you're not going to be doing the gun like this, so it sits there firmly. It's just really an annoyance that I have dulled to. I just have a regular sling on this, kind of made it into a 1 point. But the sling attachment points are on this over here and up front. It's only for right-handed shooters, sorry lefties, but that's the way AKs are made, is for right-handed. Obviously the fire selector is an AK fire selector. You're going to have safe, full auto, semi-auto, and then obviously back to safe. Overall, I really like this gun. That's good to use. I actually got this gun as a loaner gun because my primary was a SCAR, and my actual primary is an M11. I'm gonna make a video on that one too. But I got this as my loaner gun because it was only 110 bucks, which really wasn't that bad considering what I got for it. It's full metal internals, so I'm not worried about anybody breaking anything. Tough plastic, so that's not gonna break either. A lot of metal parts, as I already covered. The underfolding stock, the reason I got the folding stock version is because I actually do sometimes carry a backpack, and this fits in a backpack quite nicely with a folding stock, and also for the smaller people that I usually take out to my games. A full stock AK doesn't fit them very well, so the folding stock gives them that ability to carry and use a gun that doesn't over-encumber them. And especially when you get inside of bunkers, the folding stock is quite nice to be able to whip it around. And since there's no recoil, you can just pretty much just sit there and set this up as a machine gun position almost. That's really about it for me. Oh, one more thing. Another complaint is this fire selector right here. It has a plastic cap originally on it, but it became loose, so I had to pop off the cap and tighten it up, and this is not my third time tightening it, and after the third time I took it off, it just broke, but I didn't really care because it's just a screw showing. But as long as you just keep it tightened down, it's not a problem. Over time it'll loosen, but I mean, it's a pretty big screw, so you can just use a Phillips head on that, and that's no big deal. So, yep, as I said, good gun. Oh, it was advertised at 350 FPS, but this one actually shoots 370, which is really good for me because I play field only, and this is perfect for field at 370 FPS. However, if you're looking at getting a folding stock AK because you want to use it in CQB, that's not going to be the case because you're going to have 370 FPS instead of 350. So I would be cautious about that. I would look into a different AK or brand, just to make sure that it's not gonna break the FPS limit. But besides that, that should be it. Thanks for watching, and I'll give a very in-depth review of the M11.